How do I know if my husband really loves me? My name is Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation, and I'd like to have a real heart-to-heart talk with you. This isn't a gimmicky foundation. The Marriage Foundation is dedicated to helping people not just save their marriages or feel a little better in their marriages, but we're dedicated to helping people achieve the promises of marriage. And those promises, there's two of them, are so commonsensical. One is to be happy, happier every single day of your life, and utilizing your marriage for that purpose. The second promise is the feeling of unconditional love. We get married for those two basic, core, umbrella reasons. Under those two reasons are all the other reasons, like wanting to be with your soulmate, wanting to have good times, wanting to raise children in a harmonious home. All those are sub-reasons. The big reasons, happiness by far is number one. And if you could achieve happiness just through material things, or hearing sweet things, or better communication, it would be pretty boring after a while. That happiness would be fleeting because it's a natural aspect of our material existence, and nothing is permanent except for one thing, which is not material, and that's love. That sense of love, we all know, is not just an abstract idea. It's not something created by chemicals. Those of us who really know that love is real. In fact, I would go so far as to say it's the only real thing that there is. And yet you can't touch it, you can't smell it. But boy, do you know when it's there. Isn't it so? And so you're asking this question about love. Does my husband really love me? And I'm going to share with you a very deep truth about love. And that is that you can't really feel someone else's love, not directly. I don't want that to sound like it's 100%, because there are moments when you cut through all of the mental stuff and you have those moments where you really do feel love with someone else. But the truth is, someone else's expressions of love to you, no matter how profound, no matter how sincere, no matter how real, because of your mind, which filters things like crazy out of protection. It's natural. We're human beings. That's what we do. You'll never know if your husband really loves you directly. You'll know by indicators, when he's nice to you, when he looks at you in a certain way. As a woman, you have intuition. You can feel it. But there's something about love that you should know. And that is that nobody really feels it from another person. We really feel love. And if you think about this, instances in your own life, you'll realize it's true. When you give love, that's when you feel it. Isn't it so? When you're experiencing love, it's because you're opening your heart and you're giving the love. And the love flows through you. And the expression I use is the channel, which is you giving love, is blessed by that which flows through it. In other words, that love, you can't create love. It already exists. It's God. It flows through you when you use your free will and your volition, and you give it, and then you experience it. So, what does that have to do with the topic? How do I know if my husband really loves me? You've got to ask yourself, what are you really asking? Are you asking, how will I know if my husband is loyal to me? How will I know if my husband is looking at other women because he wants other women? Or does he really love me? There's a lot of questions like that you're really asking. And the answer to that is not to ask that, but to make yourself someone whom he is so attracted to that it doesn't matter, because you have done everything that you can. And so if he so then chooses to not love you, you have done everything you can. So then the question is, are you doing everything you can? Well, I've been at this for a long time, and I can 100% tell you that you're not, because you don't know what it takes. This is just the way it is. We're not taught these things in school. We're certainly not going to learn these things by reading some magazine we see at the counter in the supermarket. We're not going to learn it from therapists, because they frankly don't know. And I've trained many. It's not taught. The whole idea of love, you see, is counter to what Western psychology teaches, because they do their very best to avoid spiritual things. And what could be more spiritual than love? You can't touch it, see it, smell it. It's not material, therefore it's spiritual. So they don't know either. I know, and I've written a couple of books on it, and I've created courses for people whose marriages are nearly at the end. I've spoken at divorce support groups to help people see marriage differently so they could realize it's probably not over. And I urge you to take a look at the material that we have produced at the Marriage Foundation. It's a nonprofit foundation. If you have a problem, we can respond to you. Oftentimes, if you have a problem that is unusual and you write in to our counselors, it's a free service. We can help you, guide you. You could read articles. I've produced many articles. You could subscribe to this channel to learn about marriage. You could read one of my books. There's a lot of opportunity for you here to learn how to make yourself into a woman whose husband is just in love with you again for the first time every single day. Isn't that what you want? And so that you fall in love with your husband every single day. Remember those feelings? It's not that long ago. And you can, not only can you, but you should have that. Those are the promises of marriage. To be happier every single day than you were the day before, and to feel love. Unconditional love, marital love, whatever you want to call it. But having that sense of deep soul joy, which is what love is. I hope I've helped you. I hope you're not mad at me for not directly answering your question, but I hope you also understand it can't be answered. Not reasonably. People can make stuff up. But I don't like to do that. I like to set you on the right path to having the most amazing marriage imaginable. I think it is a birthright for all of us who choose to get married, that we have this gift called marriage when we know how to use it. I'll leave you here Blessings to you, blessings to your husband and your family. And I do hope that this has helped you. I do hope you like this video and subscribe. And leave a comment if you'd like. I love getting those comments where people are going, wow, I've never heard anything like this before. It's great. God bless and take care.